marriage actually is built on just 2 pillars. God created marriage on 2 foundations, meaning you can only go into marriage as a woman when you are a female. This female is not your English language, so you will not understand it. And you can only also go into marriage as a man when you are a male. There are many men today who are not males, and there are many women who are not females.
Counselor, explain that for me.
Yes. So for you to be a female or a male, we are looking at your psychological and spiritual element. Right. And that's the foundation of marriage. When you check the book of Genesis chapter 1, verse number 20, the Bible says, God created man. This man God created. I always tell people, marriage was created the very day man was created. Why? Because this man, as you read, you realize that if the Bible says it was male and female he put together. That was where marriage was established. So when you check Matthew chapter 19, when Jesus was questioned, can any man divorce? Jesus now re-emphasized that you do not read or don't you remember that the one who created marriage created them at the beginning, male and female. That's the foundation of marriage. So to be a male means, as a man, you must have understanding that I have 3 major roles to play. And I tell you, any marriage that ends in divorce, and you hear women complaining about the man, these are the 3 pillars that you can, assess all the problems. So the man, to be a male means you must have the understanding that you are a father. To be a father, or you don't become a father by giving birth. You understand? You must be a father before you even give birth. It's an understanding. You see, the word father means Abba, meaning source. So you have to understand, as a man, I'm a source. So it means I must provide, I must protect, I must promote. So anybody with the understanding of a father have to understand that, look, I am the one to promote. So a father promotes. So when you hear people say, my husband is beating me, my husband is not giving me food, my husband is not taking care of the children, it means the foundation of fatherhood is broken. That fatherhood is a responsibility. Understand? It defines your leadership as a man. So any man you hear a woman complain that he is not taking care of the house, it means that foundation of fatherhood is broken. So a man should be a husband. You don't marry to become a husband. You must be a husband before you go into marriage. Meaning you have to understand 7 verse 4 that if you are a husband, if I understand you are a husband, it means you understand that I don't have authority over my own body, but my wife does. So even though I'm not married, now that I have that mindset of a husband, it means I must take care of myself. No woman has the right to see my nakedness except my wife. So I tell people, many men are not husband before marriage, and now when they marry, they can't be husband. Because once you are not married, look at the number of women who have seen your nakedness. So even when you marry, you still cheat. Are you that? See, the foundation God created before marriage. And a man qualifies to be a male when he also understands that I'm a priest. God created man. That's why the man is the first person God gave his word. And he told the man to use that word in the book of Ephesians chapter 5 to wash, to cleanse a woman. So you are a spiritual head. That's why a husband, God commanded the woman to submit to you. Why? He made you as a spiritual head. But how many women today are spiritual head? So now bring this down and see. Let any woman come and say, my husband is that and that. You can just categorize it under this 3 foundations. My husband is cheating on me. My husband is sleeping around. If that person is not a husband in the first place. My husband is not in charge. He doesn't have authority in the house. It is not a priest. So every marital problem that is caused by a man in the house is based on these 3 factors. And as a woman, you must also be a female. How? You must also have the understanding that I'm a mother. Motherhood is not like us. You don't become a mother just by giving birth. No, you must be a mother even before you give birth. It's an understanding you must have. So that anywhere you grow up, you are married, but even if perhaps you are married, you should understand. I don't need to give birth to become a mother. So anywhere I go, these boys, they are here. How are you even supporting them? A mother gives life. You are a life bearer. You create life. So you come around. You see, you are so thoughtful, mindful of the people. When you are coming, I was thinking about you guys. ABCD. I knew, we are not going to close early, so I bought this for you. A mother thinks about the home. You understand? It defines your responsibility towards the society and your home. So now let anybody come around and say, my wife don't know how to take care of the house, my wife is not taking care of the children. It means that woman was never a mother and she cannot be a mother. The second aspect of you being a female is that you must have the understanding that I'm a wife. You don't marry to become a wife. Like I said, you must be a wife to marry. That's what the Bible will tell in the book of Proverbs chapter 18 verse 22, that he who finds a wife, so you must be a wife to be found. You understand? That's what
material.
That is it. You
How
must
many
be
yards?
Well, it's not about the materials, but you must be a wife. So now watch it. Like I said, you have the understanding that I don't have authority over my own body. So regardless of any man who comes around the Lebanon, Until that person becomes my husband, he doesn't have the authority to see my nakedness. So now look at our ladies around. How many of them are even wives? Why? Because when you take a sheet of paper and begin to see, write now down the number of men they slept with. Some of them you can even get a police send over. But it doesn't even matter the number. The moment you allow a man to see your nakedness, who is not your husband, you've broken that foundation as a wife.